Namaste. I am Adi, the Black Yogi. Welcome to my channel. Here I usually do yoga, meditation, breathing, mantra chanting, anything lifestyle, anything spiritual to help with spiritual growth. Today's a little different. Today is a YouTube video to give back. I'm in the position that I'm in because people helped me, and so in that same light I like to extend that out to the world. So if you're interested in learning about bringing your yoga practice to YouTube, then stay tuned. So, yoga and YouTube with confidence. Here are step-by-step tips on taking your yoga practice worldwide. So when you take your practice on YouTube, it's not just your state, it's not just your city. This is worldwide. This is globally. So remember that it's bigger than me. It's when I was in India, YouTube was the thing. When I visited Costa Rica, YouTube was the thing. So YouTube is, is everywhere, right? And what better place to give yourself the space, I'm not an expert, but I am here to show you everything that I now know to this day. And so, again, I am Adi Detta. Where to begin? That's the biggest question, right? Where to begin, where to start. Establish your brand. Who are you? Who are you? So I'm Adi, and my brand is the Black Yogi, the Blkyogitribe. BLK stands for breathing, living, knowledge. And so I had to dig deep and to find, what's my brand? Who am I? Who's my target audience? Who's your target audience? Who are you targeting? Who are you making these videos for? Once you narrow those things down, you're able to offer your services in a more conducive space, in a more conducive way. What problem do you solve? It's the key thing to remembering in these videos. It's not really about likes and shares and follows as more as it is about the problems that you're helping solve by making these videos, So a problem could be people want to know where to get started and some tips. The solution, this YouTube video, right? What are your core values? Dig deep inside. Okay, so I have this little tip on the side. Don't feel like you should have to have all this figured out today or right now or in this moment. Take you some time to really brainstorm about it, write a few things down, make some lists, some ideas, some check boxes, see what you come up with, and then, go from there. It's better to take more time in the creating process than to move too fast and have to come back, around and start from scratch. Creating content. So once you figured out who you're creating the content for, what problem you're solving, you can move into creating the content. So what kind of content are you creating? So if you found your audience is mothers who are, they have short amount of time to spend in front of their computer and or phone or device, whatever they're viewing your video from, you're gonna make shorter videos. You're not gonna make 30-minute, 45-minute videos. They probably won't have the capacity or the space to, view those long videos. What videos are you making? What are the lengths? Are they, able to accommodate your audience, right? What style of videos? Are you doing meditation, yoga, a combination, tutorials? Are you doing mantras, affirmations? What are you doing? Are you doing words or voiceovers? Are you doing where, you're doing the practice and you're typing, you have words going across the screen? Are you doing a one where you have the wireless mic and you're actually talking and guiding the people through the practice in real time? Or are you doing something where you recorded yourself, in a nice setting and going back over with the voiceover, directing them in what the practice is, because maybe that night setting was really loud, so you're muting that audio and then coming back in with the voiceover. So there's different styles, different ways to play with that. And so just really consider what works for you. Try out all of them. See what you really like, what really feels good for you, good to your body, what works for you. Plan your content, okay? Planning, can never go wrong with planning. Plan. So research what other people are doing in your niche and look at what people are asking for. So what is your audience asking for? Are they constantly typing in yoga for back pain, yoga for stress relief? What are the problems, right? And create the videos to solve the problems. Survey your audience. So if you're already teaching right now, if you have a class, you teach at a studio, you have friends, family, you have an already YouTube audience, any type of social media platform that you're on, go ahead and take that time to ask people, hey, what do you want to see? What kind of videos would you be interested in? Would you even be interested? Survey your audience. It's the best way to produce 110% of positive feedback. Here's a little small tip. Get a separate notebook just for your YouTube content. It's good to stay organized. It's really good to stay organized. Stay organized. You can't go wrong with organization, right? So it's showtime. It is showtime. After you've planned your content out, you know exactly where you're going from beginning to end, it's time to record, right? So the equipment, on a lower budget, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you just want to use kind of what you already have, or just invest as little money as possible. Here's the lower budget. So you can use your camera. The one that works on your phone is just fine. A microphone is not required, but you should consider getting one after some time, just for the voiceovers. Even the microphone to your headphones that come with your phone, that can work as well. Just don't have it up too close to your mouth when recording. Tripod, it's not required, but it does help out a lot with standing still videos, and free editing tools. So there are a couple tools that we'll talk about later on, and those are free, but then they also have paid versions. So you can start off with the free version and just try it out, see how you like it before purchasing. And then here's the equipment on a higher budget. So if you have a little bit more money to invest, DSLR camera, like those Canon, Sony, things like that. Make sure to consider, when you are getting those kind of cameras, to have a front-facing camera screen, right? So you can see yourself and what you're doing when you're recording. A wireless mic, a mic for voiceovers, a ring light. That's actually what I'm using right now to brighten up. A tripod, soft lights, those are optional, and paid editing software. So that's when you take the next step and you go ahead and purchase that software. When and where to shoot. So if you're shooting outside, the best time to film outside is shortly after sunrise and shortly before sunset, when the sun's not too high. This is commonly referred to as the magic hour. You get more flattering light when the sun is lower on the horizon. So this is when your skin is looking good, the world is still looking good, everything's looking good. It's just a good time to consider if you want to consider taking pictures outside. Shooting indoors, rather, here are some key tips to remember. Make sure that your window is either in front of you or on the side of you, but not behind you when you're shooting in the daytime, because that light can kind of cause you to be a little shadowy. So you just want to try to be very intentional, be mindful with where you are. Let's see, if you are shooting in the nighttime, sometimes a lamp can be useful just to brighten up the space. The brighter the better. Minimize all distractions and sounds if possible. So I know that sometimes sounds are inevitable. You live in a neighborhood, people are still living their life while you're recording videos. So just reduce as much sound as possible when making your yoga videos, right? You're just trying to get the people into this space and cultivate a safe space and surroundings. So just try your best. And make sure your area is clean and free of clutter. So that's another distraction. If somebody's watching your video but all they can see is like junk in your background, it's going to take away from what you have to offer. Your video could be great, but their mind is, you know, kind of looking elsewhere. So always be sure to clean your camera lens off before shooting. So taking that moment, wiping the screen real quick, you know, it helps. So let that be the first thing that you do, you know, wipe that lens off. Frame. So that's the frame. Here we are in the frame, right? So be sure that in this frame, you're here. So there's space above your head. Keep space above your head. It's just flattering. It's flattering in the videos. It's flattering. Looks nice. You know, if you're seated, having a little bit of space above your head. If you want things written on the side of you, leave a little bit of space on the side. So that, you know, there's space for you to write things on the side of your video. Make sure to look directly into the camera. So not looking at yourself or looking down or looking around or looking at notes, but look directly into the camera. You have a message to offer. Look into the camera. Be confident and share your message. Spread your light. Smile, relax. You got this, right? So looking at the young lady in school, just let it take you back to that space when you felt infinite. No one could break you down. You didn't have all these bills and debt and just all these things that could cause you to, you know, not be focused on the goal. So smile, relax, you got this. Editing. Once you've filmed the video, you have to edit the video, right? Sometimes there are mistakes, sometimes there are you know, little pauses, whatever. That's where the editing comes in. So you'll want to familiarize yourself with whatever editing software works for you. So there's no, you know, magic fix. You just have to continue practice. Everything's a practice. The yoga is a practice. The software editing is a practice. Feeling confident in front of the camera is a practice. It's all a practice. You practice because practice makes what? Perfect. Editing software that I use, iMovie, right now is only available to Apple users, as far as I know, and it is May of 2021. So VivaVideo is a free version, and there's also a paid version that's offered on Apple and Android. You can also get VivaVideo on your iPad if you have one. InstaShot, free version. Video Leap, there's a free and paid version. Canva, there's a free and paid version of Canva. So if you didn't know you could edit videos on Canva, you can edit videos on Canva. So great little thing there. Thumbnail and title. Once you've created your video, you've edited your video, you're ready to upload the video. That's where your thumbnail and title come in. So your thumbnail is the picture that we see on the video that causes you to click. So if your thumbnail is amazing, 9 times out of 10 people are going to click your video. The title is amazing, 9 times out of 10 people are going to click your video. So what you want people to be able to access their video, right? And so creating a thumbnail is what gets your video clicked on. Your title should be descriptive and catchy. Be as creative as possible. Remember, the opportunities are endless. Here are the apps that I use to edit my thumbnails, Canva and YouTube Maker. YouTube Maker, you can just download that app on your phone. Canva is also easily accessible on your phone and also on your computer. So check those out. Your description. Be sure to include a descriptive description. Be sure to include other links of social media platforms where you would like to connect with your audience. So you already have people here on this platform. Show them where they can find you outside of here. Maybe, like I said, maybe your audience might be the working moms. Maybe they don't have time to invest fully in your YouTube channel every single video. Maybe they watch when they can, but maybe you have an Instagram, maybe you have a Twitter, a Tumblr, whatever you have. Just include those things so that people know where to find you, you know. Be sure to include up to 3 hashtags. I say 3 because after that, they're not showing in the box where, you know, it's the hashtags at the bottom of the description box. Make sure those hashtags are good hashtags that will get you noticed, get your video clicked on, right? You have not because you ask me not. And I truly believe this. Ask and it is given. Or, it's a no, but it's no, not right now. It's not no forever, permanently, right? So you have to ask your audience to subscribe verbally. You have to open up your mouth. Hey, my name is Adi. Thank you for joining the channel. If you like any of this content, please subscribe, stay a while, anything, whatever you want to say. You'll get comfortable doing it. Be creative. Don't be dry when you say this. Hi, thanks for joining my YouTube, or hi, subscribe. Like, try to be creative. Try to smile, but verbally let people know, subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. Tell them where they can find you. Be creative and engaging, Be consistent. Be consistent in uploading. Be consistent in uploading. Be consistent in your content. Be consistent in the quality. Be consistent in yourself. Don't expect overnight results every time. So maybe your first video might go viral. Boom. And that's great. Great, but don't expect that every time. Just don't. And so the more research you do on what videos people are searching, the better. So again, knowing your audience, again, doing the research, helps you come out on top. The more research and surveys you do with your experience and with your audience, the better. Find what works for you, stick to it. Again, consistency. And so that's that. Here's a beautiful flower. I thought this flower was beautiful. And just to add in one thing, with the videos, there is an option in YouTube to keep the people in your channel, right? So that's where you see, to watch this video, click this. And there is a link to another video. And at the end of the video, thanks for watching, that is your end notes, your end card. Creating those as well. Creating your end card is very essential. I'm letting you know this now. It wasn't included in the slides. Here's the rose for that space, right? So your end cards. Creating an end card in your editing tools, in your editing software that you're using, insert that end card and it will automatically come in, and you can just set the timer in YouTube, and when that pops up, right? So they're already there. Create that end card. Go ahead and have the next video for them to look at, right? So they don't go anywhere. Increases your watch time, increases your time and people on your page, increases the knowledge, the things that they learn about you, the videos, so again, I thank you all for watching and learning with me. If you'd like to know anything about me, myself personally, you can visit my website, theblkyogitribe.com. I am here obviously on YouTube. I'm on podcast, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all the same handle at the Black Yogi, at the Black Yogi Tribe. Just depends on, where you would like to find me. And it's been a pleasure. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. I'd love to answer and reach out. As soon as I see the notification, I try to reach out and, give feedback. Just remember, stay consistent. It doesn't happen overnight. In this moment, I have about 400 followers myself, and all organic, just from posting and being consistent, noticing the consistency, noticing when I ask people to subscribe versus when I'm just passive. So if you like this video, if you stayed all the way to the end, if you learned anything, even one thing, consider subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you with love and light. Namaste.